you'll be the life of the
Yeah,
party.
much better. Yes, now.
Ok amigos, bienvenidos. Aquí estamos en Tip de la Semana en el episodio que les prometí. Gary Player está aquí con nosotros en Honduras. Está el señor, el mejor golfista en la historia de golf, uno de los mejores 4 con un récord. Wow, ¿verdad? So aquí estamos en el hoyo 12 de Honduras. Ustedes como viewers nos han mandado preguntas. ¿Qué preguntarle a Gary Player? Vamos primero a darle bienvenida aquí, Mr. Player. Mr. Player, welcome to today's episode.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to be here.
Well, the crowd has asked,
Yeah.
they want to hear some feedback from you, and I'm going to go ahead and throw these questions at you
Certainly. Okay.
because they love and respect your knowledge and what you've done for the
Okay.
game. One of our fellow PGA Tour Latino medical players, Sebastian McLean, asked me, what was the best part of your game during the peak of your career, and if you did have weaknesses, how did you overcome them?
Well, first of all, I think my strong point was that I did a lot of mental training. I think more mental training maybe than any golf pro that ever lived. So, and I didn't have psychiatrists in those days either. So I did a lot of mental training, and I had a very, very strong positive mind. And even at the age of 81, we can still improve our mind. So the mind involves a lot of things, and we could talk about that for an hour. My weakness was a fairway bunker. Hitting a 4-iron out of a fairway bunker, because we never had that when I was growing up in South Africa. We had magnificent golf courses, but not a lot of fairway traps that you had to hit long irons from. So that was one of my weaknesses, but you know what happened? I just didn't hit them in the traps. Didn't have any problem.
That's the way to get over it. Another question they had is, at what age did you start playing, and why did you decide to turn professional at the age you did?
I started at the age of 14, but I was playing 5 other sports at school. I got honors for 4 sports. And then I turned professional at 17. My father was not very happy. He said, how can you turn professional golf? In those days, there was not much money. And how are you going to make a living? I said, well, I will promise you I'll hit more balls and I'll practice harder than anybody else. And this pair of hands, man, he hit 14 million balls.
Wow.
I mean, I just spent my life just practicing. And we have a young girl here called Danielle. Is that her name?
That's correct.
I've been here a couple of days now, and I see her practicing in that sun all day long. I've never seen a young girl do this. So what we got to try and do is build and develop a champion from Honduras. If you could develop a champion golfer, what it would do for your tourism, it would help your country with young people. You can never put a value on. Let's just think of Tiger Woods, what he did for America, or a Jack Nicklaus for their country.
Correct.
So we've got to develop young people. We've got to get young people to play this game, because if you play soccer or you play rugby or other sports or tennis, you're only there till you're about 32. Golf, I won a tournament on the US Tour at 63. You can play golf forever. And golf will help children in their business in the future. It's a very, very difficult game. It's a challenge. You can play by yourself. I've seen people with no legs play, blind people play. Everybody can play, and it's a sport forever.
Absolutely, it's very true. Now that's obviously an important thing too. When you see parents, it's a way for them to socialize with their children too, correct?
Yes, well said. You know, it's hard for a father and a mother to go and play soccer
Right.
or baseball or these contact sports, but they can play with their children. And to bring children together with a family, for me, we have 6 children, 22 grandchildren, is very important. And you know, this is what I come here and I see this truly magnificent, unbelievably beautiful golf course right on the sea. There are not many places in the world that can say they got a better golf course than this Enduro right here.
Correct.
Now, this is the thing. For parents to own a home here where their children can come out and play golf, they can go to the gymnasium, they can play tennis, they can go on the beach, they can go fishing, they can do bicycle riding. There's so much to do. This is a paradise, and to bring children up in a home on a golf course like this, it builds a relationship which is very important for forming the character of a child.
Very true, Mr. Player. Another question our fans had here was, golf in a country like Honduras is just an emerging market. What do you think the key is to grow the game of golf in such an environment like Honduras?
You got to start with the young people. You got to go to the schools, and on a Saturday morning hire a bus and bring them out here and let them hit balls on the practice tee. and let them get an idea and a feeling about golf, because you're around nature.
Correct.
And you'll find they'll start wanting to play golf.
Awesome.
Have junior programs.
Now, a little more about your career in golf. There, one of the questions was, which is your most memorable major that you have won?
I give people a surprise when I say the Grand Slam on the senior tour for me was tougher to win than the regular tour. First of all, there were 5 of us that won the Grand Slam on the regular tour. I was the only one that won the senior Grand Slam. Now, Tom Watson, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Trevino, they all tried and they haven't done it. So it shows you how tough it is. But I was able to do it because I kept myself fit.
Correct.
So when I turned 50, I was in the same shape I was when I was 25, which not many other golfers could say. So that is very important. And also, the thing why I want to see young people play golf, because you have to walk and you have to get a good exercise and you have to be a good sportsman or a good sportswoman. You have to learn to accept it. And what golf does, when I look at this club now, 140 caddies. You've hired people in the villages here. They've got a job now. You've got people working on the golf course. How many people do you have working on the golf course?
31.
31. So there you are. There's almost 200 people already. That's before these houses are finished building. The more houses get built, the bigger the place get. You could end up hiring 400 people in this area here.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
So that was it. Now, you answered one of the other questions, was golfers were asking, fitness is a big part of your life, how much it affected your game. And obviously you just said that you were just as fit at 50 as you were at 25. So
yeah, but even now at 81, last night in the gym I did 1,300 sit-ups and I did push-ups, and I usually with a gym I push 300 pounds with my legs. I still run on the treadmill at max. So I really exercise very hard, but I also eat intelligently. And when parents see their children getting fat, do something about it. Don't let them get fat for the rest of their life, because they'll get diabetes or they'll get a heart attack or they'll get cancer.
Well, you influenced me, because about 2 months ago, I had a belly and I said, well, Mr. Player's going to come visit us and I don't want to get bullied by Mr. Player here, so I better start running. But I've loved the part of getting a healthy lifestyle, and I agree with you. So I recommend that, guys. Definitely put in some time in the gym. It's going to make you a better person.
What about our young friend Daniela?
Well, Daniela, after this next question, we're going to take her to the putting green, and we're going to
see her swing. Let's see her swing. I want to show you something.
Daniela,
driver.
Traes el driver, por favor.
Now, here is an example of a young girl. Does she live in the village down the road here? Where does she?
She does, sir. She lives in Tella herself.
Yeah. And her parents do not have much money and just very ordinary living people.
Correct.
And here she comes. I have not seen many young girls of this age anywhere in the world, and I've been a pro for 63 years. I've not seen many young girls like this. This is an exceptional girl. Now, let's look at a beautiful swing. That's your television camera?
Ahí estamos.
I want you to swing that way, but tell it to swing that way.
Okay, vamos a ponerlos acá y vamos a hacer swing para
just
acá.
Like this.
Listo.
Yeah. No. Right,
Ahí.
now swing.
Vamos a hacer swing para allá, okay?
Look at this beautiful swing, okay? Swing. Again.
Una vez más.
Look at that beautiful swing. See, what I try to get her to do, go the club.
Cuida el
She
bastón.
was swinging, she had a short little swing here, then I got her to turn her shoulder, see here?
Yes, sir.
And then I got her, when she started down, to take her hips and rotate them.
Correct.
And what a change, her swing is beautiful. Mas.
Una vez más.
Bravo. Mas.
Con confianza. Cuida el finish.
Bravo.
Muy bien.
And then I told her a few little tips on putting.
Yes, sir.
And so tell her, we're all going to help her. We're all going to help her to become the best lady golfer ever in Honduras. But if she stops practicing, none of us are going to help her.
Daniela, Mr. Player dice que mientras usted se enfoque y practique, todo el mundo te va a apoyar y te va a ayudar. El día que pares de trabajar y practicar en este juego, nadie te va a apoyar. So, todo tu destino está en tus manos.
And she must learn to speak English.
Y tienes que aprender a hablar inglés.
Okay? All right.
Okay. Well, let's go, Mr. Player, to the putting green and give her a little putting lesson.
I think
So the crowd can see it?
That's pretty
We're good? Okay, you got it. Okay, guys, thanks again for being here with us. Gary Player, thanks again for being here, a part of the show this week. Little last words for Honduras?
Well, I came here and, you know, we've designed plus minus 300 golf courses around the world. You've got a great team here. You've got Troon also. Troon has played a very important role here. You've got a great team of people. Benjamin, your green superintendent's doing a great job. You've got a phenomenal team here. And we built, as I say, 300 golf courses around the world. I always find one hole that's not so good. Even Augusta have the 8th hole, which is a terrible hole. I walked around here today being very strict. Never saw one hole that wasn't good. Very
Awesome.
unusual. It's a phenomenal golf course. You play here, and when the world begin to see this, I think it's going to improve tourism a lot. This is like playing golf in the Amazon. To have a house here is a paradise. And to bring your children, I say it again, to bring your children up here on this golf course, you'll build a bond with your family that is so important.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Well, guys, there you go. Mr. Player here at Indura. We see you guys next week for another tip of the week. Have a good day.